Good morning, evening, and afternoon, and welcome to part 39 of 9, episode 1, Koko no tsu Koko no ka Koko no Iro. So, last time we had an interruption, which was unfortunate because I was not ready for it. So to shift things around, get things ordered, and carry on the episode from there. So before that all happened, we had a little talk with Sora Kujo in Kakeru's house or room, and once they wanted to leave, their emotions started getting to Kujo slightly. Or no, I'm thinking of the previous time that happened. Kujo just seemed lonely and she just wanted Kakeru's attention in a sense. But anyway, after that scene, they had their little meet-up in the morning where they were going to intercept with Haruka, where Kakeru talks to Haruka, and Kujo and Sora hired themselves to, I say steal, but more like borrow her memories, Haruka's memories, and find out what happened during that offline meetup. So we ended it there. And so we are going to find out this time what that offline meeting portrayed, because it seemed like Kujo got something, so it's not like it was for nothing. So yeah, really nothing to really talk about, so let's get straight into it, shall we? I sit impatiently through morning classes, waiting for lunchtime to roll around. I still haven't gotten a message from Miyako. She's much too straight-laced to text in class. Probably would be better to save this conversation until after school, all things considered. As much as I don't want to let the evil eyes user get the upper hand on us, rushing things isn't going to help. Just as I settle my internal debates, my phone vibrates. To my surprise though, it's not Miyako, but rather Sora. She's getting impatient and is demanding a report. I glance over at Miyako to see her excusing herself from her friend's lunch group so she can send a message.
ねえ、かける。聞いてる？
What?
だから、九条さんのこと。
Ah, yeah, I don't think he's mentioned it to him yet.
なんかさ、振られる前よりむしろ仲良くなってない？
Yeah, maybe so. So he's not even going to tell him. I give a non-committal reply as I fiddle with my phone. Truth is, I haven't told Yoichi about that Miyako and I are going out. I mean, actually coming out and telling him would just be embarrassing, so why bother, you know.
まあでもよかったよ。僕のせいでギクシャクしちゃったらどうしようって思ってたし。
Starting to feel a little guilty here. If he's this concerned about us, maybe I should just come out and tell him. Nah. No, I think in Japanese it's more saying that he's just gonna give it some time. Give it some more time before he tells him.
また迷惑メール。
Nah, my sister.
ソラちゃんだっけ？可愛かったな。
Cute? The hell are you talking about?
可愛いでしょ。僕がクラスメートだったらほっとかないよ。
I wanted to wait until you see her personality before you dig yourself in too deep.
気にしないよ、性格なんて。僕が可愛いって言ってたって伝えておいて。
Yeah, I'll get right on that.
ほら、今送って。
Alright. The great show of annoyance, I start typing the message. That should be a good laugh at least, seeing as Sora has a tendency to freak out when you compliment her. So when I'm about to hit send, I get a message from Miyako. It's quite the essay. It would appear she's typed everything she saw in Kosaka-senpai's memories. To break it all down, an offline meetup took place. Boys and girls both, no more than 5. No idea who was a user among any of them. 2 of them one a boy and one a girl, met up with her again after the offline meetup. Oh, interesting. They can be seen meeting up at the shrine. The shrine, huh? Interesting.
どうしたん？陽一先輩好きってなった？
Hell no, I still haven't sent a message.
多分来るよ、好きって。
Even if she does, she's staying away from my sister.
シスコンかよ。
Shut it. While I'm verbally sparring with Yoichi, my mind is working on a completely different problem. Kosaka-senpai met an unknown boy and a girl at the shrine. And in another branching world, Miyako was murdered at the shrine. Is this a coincidence? No, this has to be fate. Can't really read those kanjis, but I don't think fate is the right word in a sense, like... No, well, the culprit is among those three. It's exactly why Miyako went to the shrine and got murdered. She might have seen the culprit in those memories.
何そのシリアス顔。何かっこつけてんの？
I'm always serious.
そんなのいいから妹さんをください。
Pick her up yourself, dude.
それがめんどくさいから頼んでるんでしょ？
She couldn't even be bothered to try. There's no way I'm letting you date my sister now.
シスコンめ。
Shut your hole. Yeah, here's just saying, just shut up again. Our nonsensical shouting match dissolves into clamor of a... sorry about that. Our nonsensical shouting match dissolves into the clamor of the lunchtime break. So they're meeting secretly at the shrine. Why there of all places? Yeah. I doubt she'll know anything, but I do know one person I can ask. Noah? Or Haruka? Oh, no, oh, true.
はいはーい。
But what are you gonna ask her? I exit the classroom as soon as afternoon homeroom ends and call out to Miss Naruse, already walking towards the faculty office.
何？
I have something I'd like to ask.
何？授業わからないところあった？
Oh, no, nothing like that.
ああ、よかった。真面目な質問だったらめんどくさいなーって思ってた。
I sure do have one hell of a teacher.
それで何？
Sorry, I'm not sure how to ask this. Have there been any strange people hanging around the shrine recently?
変な人は最近じゃなくてずっと前からいるけど。
Huh? Really?
アニメの影響？たまーに来るんだよね。マナーが悪い人もいるからちょっと迷惑だよね。
Ah, you mentioned that before.
どうしたの？急に。
Well, I've been passing by on my nightly walks recently.
ああ、夜か。そういえばお父さんがなんか言ってたな。
So someone has been there.
若い子がたむろしてるって。特に実害はないんだけど、注意した方がいいかなって悩んでたね。
Huh. So there actually have been some kids hanging around.
揉めたりしたの？
Huh? Oh, no, nothing like that.
わざわざ聞きに来たから何かあったのかなって。
I was just curious if they were up to something, vandalism or whatever.
心配してくれてたんだね。ありがとう。でも今のところは大丈夫かな。9時過ぎまでいることもあるからちょっと心配なんだけどね、教師としては。
Her being concerned? That's actually surprising.
教師としてはなんてこの人がいるなんて。
Yep, she read my mind as well. That's so funny. Huh?
って思ったでしょ。
Yep, that really was what I was thinking. No, but it's the very thought, man. Yeah, they said in katakana, mottenai desu yo. Like, it's a Japanese sentence, but the way they said in katakana Makes it seem like he's saying it like robotically or is like monotoned.
新見くん、結構表情に出るから気をつけなよ。
Miss Nadise pats me lightly on the arm with her logbook as she gives a casual goodbye and walks off. So they're gathering at the shrine late at night. Miracle said there were 3 people, but there could even be more. If we assume that the evil eyes users among them, could it be that they're searching for allies, just like how we did at first? So Kosaka-senpai is an accomplice. There are a bunch of users forming an alliance. All of them have no qualms about inflicting harm on others. That would spell bad news. With Sora's and Miyako's combined abilities, they can neutralize their opponents while going undetected, but neither of them has mastered their powers. Nothing is decided yet, but I can't afford to let either of them go to the shrine. One bad decision could lead to not only Miyako falling victim, but also Sora. So where's he gonna go alone? My job, as a guy without any powers, is to support them. It's my responsibility to marshal every resource available. Meaning?
私、裏から入るね。
Yep, have a good day at work.
後でね。いいやん、私パフェ食べたい。
You can eat whatever you want, but I ain't paying.
ケチ。
We part ways with Miyako in front of the cafe, and then Sora and I head inside. We take a seat and order drinks. I scan the room while putting the glass of water to my lips. Is she not there? Not here yet, huh? Yeah, so he was looking for her.
お待たせしました。
Now wearing her work uniform, Miyako brings us our drinks. She places 2 cups of coffee side by side on the table.
いいなぁ、かわいいなぁ。私もバイトしようかな。おじいさまにバイト募集しているか聞いておくね。ご注文は以上でよろしいですか？
That's it. Appreciate it.
ではごゆっくり。あ、いらっしゃいませ。
Is she arrived? Just as Miyako gives us a little nod, the door to the cafe opens. Yep. The parfait queen. There she is. Miyako is about to show her to a seat, but I stop her and wave down the girl from across the room, gesturing for her to join us. She clearly notices as me. I'm not sure what that was meant. Maybe a misspelling or mistake. But she ignores me anyway, taking a seat far away from us. Damn it, still cold as ice.
あの人がパフェクイーン？
Yeah, you sit here, Sora. Miyako, you focus on your work. I get up from my seat and head over to Yuki's table. I don't bother with any niceties, instead plopping my rear down on the seat ceremoniously.
席を間違えている。
We need to talk.
私にはない。
I've got a lead on the evil eyes user. After avoiding eye contact this whole time, Yuki finally looks at me. Ready to listen?
そうね。
Well, I'm not certain I've got them.
確実な情報でしか動かないのは愚者のすること。真偽は自分の目で確かめればいい。
You don't think I'm trying to trap you?
それでも構わない。あなたへの疑惑が確信に変わるだけ。
I see.
早く本題に。ここへは心を休めに来ている。
Before that, I want to confirm your power for myself.
話すつもりはないと言ったはずだけれど。
Wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I give you intel. Wait, sorry. I wouldn't be able to sleep at night if I gave you intel and you ended up dead because you got in over your head. I'm only telling you what I know to someone who would stand a chance against the Evil Eyes user. She glares at me. I got her this time. Hook, line and sinker.
能力の詳細を明かす気はない。けれど、これだけは言っておく。石化の能力者は私に勝てない。私の G オーダーは無敵。
And why exactly?
自分自身の能力を正しく理解しているから。
You're sure you can win?
そうね。
She answers with a firm, confident smile. Of course, there's no way she could be so completely certain of her victory. That would be if she is, herself, the Evil Eyes user. And I can't rule that out. According to Miyako, the girl she saw in Kosaka's memories was wearing a hood, so she couldn't make out her face. The hooded girl could very well be Yuki. However, I don't think that's likely. If Yuki were our Evil Eye user, she would have had a ton of chances to kill both myself and Miyako. I believe you.
ご自由に。
And I have a favor to ask, because I trust in your power.
情報は
Just hear me out first.
断る。
I'm not asking you to do something for free. Let's negotiate. Yuki raises an eyebrow at me. I knew it. I had a feeling I could reel her in if I played to her melodramatic side. I managed to find out where the Evil Eyes user might be meeting up, along with a few associates.
どこ
Afraid I can't tell you that yet.
私に何をしてほしいの
Come along with us. There might be more than one of them. The more we can have on our side, the better our chances.
用心棒というわけね。
Yep.
見返りは
I thought the info would be good enough.
話にならない。
Okay, I'll pay for your parfaits for a whole week.
引き受けた。
Okay, that was... wow. So now we know how to deal with her. Wow, talk about enthusiastic. That was... honestly, the last response I expected. But whatever. I'm just glad we made a deal. We couldn't do this without you. Thanks.
結婚はいつ
Tonight, we're either going to neutralize the Evil Eyes user, or we're going to prove that this group of loiterers is unrelated to them.
了解した。では、今日の報酬を。
Payment up front, huh? Fine. Signal in my hand calling Miyako, who's been keeping an eye on us the whole time, over to the table.
ご注文お決まりですか
You always gotta get the chocolate parfait, right?
今日は違う。フルーツの
There's a fruit parfait? Pick up the menu and look it over. God damn it. That's probably more expensive. The fruit one seems rather pricey compared to the chocolate one.
そうね。フルーツたっぷりだもの。当然。
Maybe you could get the chocolates?
どのパフェと指定はなかったはずだけれど。
Yep, he didn't.
契約を破棄したいのならば別に構わない。
Waitress.
はい。
Bring us the most ludicrously expensive parfait on the menu.
はい。フルーツパフェですね。少々お待ちください。
After she gives a little bow, Miyako walks to the kitchen.
1週間よろしく。
Yuki's merciless dig makes me start grinding my molars. Well, at this point, I don't know... Sorry, well at this point I know at least one thing dying in this branch. My wallet. per Miss Notice's account, the three are sometimes loitering around until after 9 at night. I suspect they'll split up at 8 at the earliest. They'll begin staking out the shrine around 7. Sora and I grab a quick bite for dinner and head to the meetup spot near the shrine. Miyako, who has wrapped up her shift early, and Yuki, our mercenary, showed up before too long. So a group of 4.
作戦は
We'll wait in ambush on the grounds using Sora's power. Once the 3 of them show up, Miyako will use her power to read their memories.
犯人だと確定できたらアーティファクトを奪って無力化するだね。
Yep, if they happen to notice us...
私の出番ね。
well now this is all gonna go. Right, if and when time comes, you'll be up. Sora, can you start using your power so we can start our stakeout?
先に予防線張っておきたいのですが。
What's wrong?
今朝気づいたんだけど、人数増えるほど効果薄れる気がする。4人もいるから厳しい？全く効果なしにはならないと思うけど、1人か2人にかけた時よりもかなり弱くなると思う。
補助のエンチャント範囲化すると効果がその分弱まる。
The word she uses really does feel like she does have that Shinubio aspect to her.
そうそう、そんな感じです。だから能力があるからって油断してるとあっさり見つかったりするかも。
I see. Didn't expect that. Okay, then, if the worst happens, prioritize protecting yourself and Miyako.
ミヤンは？
Spell it for me. I'm a guy. I should be covering you all. And Yuki, you're strong, right?
そうね。問題ない。
Let's go then. Miyako, I'm counting on you too.
頑張るね。
We start walking, heading for the shrine grounds. Take a few steps before I realize that Yuki isn't budging from where she stands. So I turn and look back. What's up?
一つだけ。
Okay.
九条さんの盾になってあげるつもりはない。あなたが私の能力を確認しないまま私を信頼したふりをしているのは単純にデコイが欲しかったから。
I mean, it's not completely wrong, but also not right. Like, at first, when we first found out about, I can't remember when it was, but we were discussing the topic about perhaps leaving the chase ourselves and giving it all to Noah so that she'll do it. But at the same time, we don't know about her power, so it's not like she can really say, it's our fault in a sense for using her as a decoy since we don't know how her power works.
私の力なんて最初から当てにしていない。
Mind if I just don't answer?
フルーツパフェの分は働くわ。
I'll be counting on you. Yuki humps at me and walks by. I breathe out a sigh and catch up. To be honest, she's wrong. It wasn't my intention at all to use her as decoy. However, I still opted not to answer, deciding that being coy was the best way to keep a hold on Yuki. It goes without saying that if Miyako or Sora were put in harm's way, I'd be stuck making some hard decisions. But make no mistake, the first person to be used as a decoy, first person to be sacrificed, would be me. Yeah. I have no intention of just being the guy giving orders. I catch up to Miyako and Sora, who have stopped near the temple gates, and stand next to them. He shouldn't be standing near them since they'll be the ones hiding and we'll be the ones without the power on us. So once people see us, they'll obviously see them. Because the shrine grounds are barely lit, it's tough to see much of anything. Where the Naruto family lives is actually a ways away from the shrine itself. So this is pretty much a perfect spot for clandestine meetups.
どこに隠れる？
Let me see. Sora, how's your power doing?
もう使ってる。大きい声で話したらあっさりバレるかも。
Roger that. For the time being, let's move close to the edge over there.
待って。どうしました？
Yuki silently points a finger. Somebody here already? It's too dark that I can't make much out. After straining my vision, I notice. It's a black shadow in the midst of the dark grounds. A person, at least it definitely looks like it.
もういる？どうしよ
落ち着いて。まだこちらに気づいた様子はない。
Let's go around through there and approach slowly. We get some distance from the silhouetted figure moving into the deeper shadows. From there, we creep towards them, sticking to the dark areas. Acting as carefully as if we weren't under the effect of Sora's powers, we close the distance carefully and silently. Miyako was murdered here. It's a very real possibility that the silhouetted figure is our murderer. The culprit should be on the lookout for us, especially Miyako. We can't afford any mistakes. If possible, I want to settle the score tonight and start leading a peaceful life. With every step, the silhouette grows closer. My pulse quickens. I wish we could get within 30 feet of them, but there's nothing to use as cover.
兄やん、これ以上近づきたくないかも。
Alright.
この辺りでしばらく様子を見ようか。
Right, there's already one here, so the odds are good that the other two will come. Until 3 get here. Hey, wait! Yuki ignores our discussion and tries to step out of cover alone, but I snag her arm before she can. What are you doing?
警戒するだけ無駄。
Huh?
嫁が聞くの。あの男が私たちに意識を向けることは決してない。
That guy? Huh? Ah.
ゆきさん。
Yuki shakes off my hand, ignoring Miyako's plea, and brazenly walks up to the silhouetted figure. I'm guessing it was just a statue?
ああ、私のそばにいないと能力切れるよ。
Crap, I guess I have to... You two, stay here.
でも。
Don't worry about me. Sora, take care of Miyako.
ほいほい。
I rush to catch up with Yuki. What the hell is she thinking? Maybe inviting her here was a mistake. I'm working myself into a frenzy. Except that the closer I get to the figure, the clearer I can make it out, and the less agitated I feel. My legs get heavy, my steps drag. There's no way that guy is going to notice us. She was right. It is indeed a guy. Ah, I see. It really was a statue. Damn it. More accurately, a stone statue of a boy who will never move again. That's a Hakusen Academy uniform.
知り合い。
Is it? Oh, for a second I thought it was Yoichi. Okay. No, never seen him before.
そう。
I can't keep my panic down, but Yuki is utterly calm as she checks out the statue. Damn it! I was all set to ambush the culprit. Instead, all we found was the third victim. Could we have saved him if we had just come quicker? So this guy took Miyako's place, huh? I'm covered in cold sweat. There was a time when I would have thought this was a regular statue. But now I know for a fact that this was once a person. I feel like I'm going to puke. The fact also is that they're not crushed or broken definitely proves that there was a person who had a grudge against Miyako.
メモ。
A note? Yuki finds something. Next to the statue is a piece of paper lying on the ground.
ダイイングメッセージ。
It doesn't make sense. Did the culprit overlook it?
いえ、遺書ね。
Huh? Take the scrap of paper Yuki hands me. It's too dark to read it. I light up the note with the flashlight up on my smartphone. I feel as though I'm being crushed under the weight of my sins. Before I lose my mind, I'm turning myself to stone and putting an end to it all. This definitely feels fake. Definitely. Turning himself to stone?
素直に読み取るのならば、自分で自分を石にしたということになるわね。
Himself? Then that means this guy is?
石化の能力者。
No way. I can't believe it. But it's the only thing that makes sense. No, there's a lot more things that doesn't make sense. The note reveals that this man is in fact the evil eyes user, or somebody placed it there to make it seem like it. The third victim is the culprit himself?
そんな。
I turn around at the sound of Miyako's voice. Other two joined us at some point. Both Miyako and Sora are looking down at the statue in astonishment.
これどういうこと？
Miyako, does this guy look familiar?
高坂先輩の記憶に神社で会っていた。
推測自体は当たっていた。
Yuki crouches down and examines the man's face. The girl from that one time looks to be in pain. This man's face is tranquil.
あっけない幕引き。罪の意識に押しつぶされるのならば、初めから犯罪など犯さなければいいのに。
This doesn't make sense.
この男はしっかりと裁かれるべきだった。自分だけ楽に行くなんて。
She spits and then stands up. Next she turns around and looks me in the eye.
私の仕事はこれで終わりね。
Yeah.
契約通り報酬は支払ってもらう。
As agreed, yes.
それじゃ。
Without a hint of hesitation, Yuki confidently strides away. I don't know. I definitely don't feel like this is right. We don't watch her walk off, instead turning our attention to the stone statue that was once our culprit.
幕引き。本当にこれで終わり？石像の記憶を読むのはさすがに無理？うん、ダメみたい。そっか。
The suicide note is the only lead we have left now. The handwriting is all crooked. I could see it just being a regular old sloppy writing, but I could also see it being a shaky due to the guy being forced into writing this. Yep.
これでもう誰も死なない？そうだね。でもたとえ犯人自身でもまた死人が出てしまった。素直に喜べない。
Miyako clenches her left hand into a fist, her stigma glowing faintly. Yes, it's just like Miyako to see things that way. If only we could have sailed things more peacefully. But as for me... Sora?
初めて見たけど、なんかこれが人って実感が。
Try not to let it overwhelm you. Can you and Miyako go get Miss Naruse?
さつきちゃん
Yeah, we can't just leave him like this.
かけるくんは
I'll call the police. On second thought, maybe I should just hold off until I get Miss Naruse's permission. Actually, I think I'll try searching him for clues.
じゃあ私も
No, you should stay away from this. Please, try to rest at Miss Naruse's place.
行こうみやこ先輩
She doesn't seem happy about my sending her away. But when Sora tugs at her hand, Miyako leaves the scene. I wait until the two are out of sight, and then I crouch down like Yuki was doing earlier, investigating the statue. There's not a trace of flesh and blood remaining. It's been completely turned to stone. So he wrote this note and then used his power on himself? You here, Sophie.
もちろん
Not a moment after I call her name, space distorts, and Sophie shows herself. Since it seems she's been watching the entire time, I can skip the explanation.
見つけたのはいいけれどってところかしら
Yeah. Is it even possible to turn yourself into stone?
自分の力が自分に返ってくる
Yeah, the
そ
fire
の
user.
例はもう目にしたでしょ
The guy who started the fire. Yeah.
アーティファクトが見当たらないわね
Did it get petrified along with him?
いいえアーティファクトは石化しない
Then it disappeared on its own?
そうね他の主をもう見つけてしまったのかもしれないあるいは
Aluiwa as either that or they weren't the user themselves. Or this guy isn't the evil eyes user.
そういう可能性もあるでしょうね
We track down a lead, and the very night we go to investigate it, the culprit commits suicide. The way it makes it look like to me almost seems like Haruka, like whoever did this to this guy who was meeting up with Haruka knew that we'd be coming here. They knew that we had gained information, and so they used this student or this person to act as if they had died, to try and shake us off of their lead, is what I'm getting at. This timing is too convenient, yeah. Maybe they really did just give up, feeling they had nowhere else to run. But could you really say we had them so thoroughly cornered? Would they choose death so readily, even though they knew about our movements in such detail? Or perhaps precisely because they had such a firm grasp on our progress, they got tired of trying to hide from us. Who can say? There's one thing I'm certain of though. This guy wasn't our culprit, whoever they are, they won't be showing up here again. We're out of leads.
仮にこの子が犯人じゃなかったにしても息を潜めるでしょうねよほどのバカじゃない限り
Yeah, the reason why they did this, if he wasn't the real culprit, it's obviously to say that they died, to make people think that they died. In other words, they won't be using their powers for some time now. Yes, even if we use Miyako's power.
あなたの行動が先読みされている以上無駄かもしれないわね
Yeah. Are there any artifacts that can see into the future?
ないとは言い切れない少なくともセフィロトで管理はしていないし発見もしていないもっともそんな強力なアーティファクトが未発見であるはずがないし単純にあなたよりも上手だっただけでしょうね
Would have been, huh? Sure wish I could brush that concern away so easily. So, what do we do now?
結論を出すのはしばらく様子を見てから
Alright.
あなたたちのアーティファクトのこともあるしね仕事は山積みひとまずはお疲れ様よく頑張ったわね何の成果もなかったけれど
Just had to tack on that last comment. Sophitia smiles wryly, sticking out her tongue as she returns to her world. I hear voices off in the distance. Someone's coming this way. Looks like Miss Noticer and others are here. What a relief. Miracle may lament that there may be another victim, but I'm just happy this chapter is over. Whether this guy was culprit, or whether there's a new culprit out there in his place. Either way, the curtain is drawn on this mystery for now. As long as we don't pursue them any longer, Miracle should not be targeted again. Things have come to a close. Regardless of the truth of the matter, it's safe to say that this is the end. Users of the evil eye, please stay dead forever. My words are far too cold to be considered a prayer. I lay the note atop their cold, hard leg, and I slowly rise to my feet. Is that it? I think this is quite a few time difference. May is almost over. And we'll end it here. I feel like we're getting close to the end of episode 1. I'm not too sure though. It feels like it. I don't know if I should go on longer now. You know, I think this will be a little bit longer episode. I think I'll go until 50 minutes. Let's see how it goes. May is almost over. Outside, it's hot enough that you can break a sweat just walking around. Summer is on its way. An ordinary summer, leaving no bad memories. Empty of grand mysteries. The guy at the shrine was never declared to be the culprit behind the series of murders. Instead, the police announced he had died of mysterious illness, just like the other victims. They were just sweeping it under the rug. The population at large refuses to see this as nothing more than a bizarre illness that turns people to stone. That being the case, it doesn't even make sense to talk about a culprit. I still don't know how they tried to explain away their suicide notes. They certainly didn't feel a need to tell me. I was just a guy who happened to report a statue. The second statue in a way as well. I'm pretty surprised they aren't finding him suspicious. So that's why I did my own legwork and investigated. The guy was the owner of the farm, the Leaves of Gastia. Oh wow, interesting. One way you can look at it though as well is that because he was the owner of the farm, he was a huge fan of the anime. And obviously, if someone was such a huge fan, you'd think that they would be willing to give their life to a power that was part of the animes in a sense, you know? Well, not give their life, but I mean be tested, use their power on them. So that's why you would look tranquil in a sense, you know? Turns out he was on friendly terms with Kosaka Senpai as well, and had met with her several times. Kosaka Senpai didn't know that he was the culprit behind the petrification incidents, I think. She was in shock and unable to speak. It's not like she told me that herself, but you could tell just from the way she reacted to the news. And so that left one suspect unaccounted for, the hooded girl, whose identity we still didn't know. That man ended up the last victim. Nobody else has fallen prey to the evil eye since that night. The petrification incidences have stopped. Our life is back to normal. Nothing out of the ordinary. I walk to school in the morning and spend my day in class. Once school is out of session, I make my way home. Sometimes I make a few detours along the way. Sometimes I just head straight there. I while away my time however I feel like. And when night rolls around, I go to bed and await tomorrow. Life is back to being mundane.
かけるくんできたよ。
She sets out dishes on the table. It's my favorite. It's Salisbury steak, a Caesar salad, and a cup of soup. And of course, a heaping helping of rice. Everything made for two. Lately, perhaps out of consideration for us, Sora has stopped showing up at my apartment. Miyako says she misses having her around, but personally, seeing as how this means the two of us get to make out as much as we want, I find this to be a welcome change. Thanks. Looks delicious.
いただきます。
After we offer thanks, we pick up our chopsticks. Something tastes a little Japanese style today.
大葉使ったけど大丈夫？
It's my favorite.
よかった。かけるくんって嫌いなものないよね。
Guess so. Yeah. I'll eat just about anything.
パクチーは？
Totally fine.
あ、すごい。
Not a fan?
香りが強いからかな。あんまり得意じゃなくて。
In terms of smell, I'm the same with cheese. Like, I don't mind eating cheese, but it's the having too much of the smell is a bit off-putting for me.
でも、かけるくんが好きなら使ってみようかな。
I wouldn't really say I'm crazy about it, so save the effort. I'd rather have a meal we can both enjoy.
今日のどう？美味しい？
You bet. It's super tasty.
よかった。
We make idle chatter the rest of the way through dinner. It's already been almost a month since we started dating. I'm so used to us being alone together that I've stopped acting awkward over every little thing. Though that doesn't mean she doesn't make my heart pound every now and then. The time I spend with Miyako is bliss. Honestly, I hope this relationship lasts forever. That said, there's still one worry I can't shake. Are you working tomorrow?
お昼過ぎまで。日曜日はシフト入れてないよ。
Well then, how about we... I mean, boy, I'm asking you out every week, aren't I?
嬉しい。行きたい。
We went to the movies last time, so this time I was thinking...
お食事中にお邪魔するわよ。
Okay, that was an interruption. Came out of nowhere. No music. Oh, change music. So, what now? A hole in space tears open, and Sophie emerges onto the dining table. Gosh, it's like she's doing this intentionally.
あ、ソフィーさん、お久しぶりです。お久しぶり。今日はお別れを言いに来たのよ。
Okay. Goodbyes?
そう。一時的にだけれどね。ごめんなさい。あまり力になれず。仕方ないわ。魔眼のユーザーが派手に動いてくれたせいで、まだいるはずの他のユーザーが目立つ動きをしてくれないんだから。魔眼も行方知れず。あの男が持ち主だったとしても、自害してアーティファクトが消えた以上、新たな魔眼のユーザーが生まれているはず。その手がかりは一切なし。しばらく様子を見ていたけれど、動く気配が全くないんだもの。そろそろこの枝に見切りをつけるわ。他の枝のあなたたちに期待することにする。
I was thinking that this is going to be the end of this branch, and then we're going to start over again, but... Rather than just going to different worlds, it's more like she's going to... she's time traveling in a sense. I don't know how it works. So you basically got nothing left to do in this branch, huh?
そうね。ま、何かあればまた動くけれど。それまで待機ね。
Otherwise, the only other thing I can think of is the end of this is the end of this the branch, meaning this the end of this episode. So it'll be going to the episode 2 then.
それにしても意外だったわ。この世界の人間は理性的なのか、それとも臆病なのか。せっかく得た力を使わないなんて。都の能力では非効率的すぎるし、もっと楽に回収できたはずだったのに。あ、じゃあせめて私のアーティファクトを。あらそうありがとう。
Wait. You can't really just take it, right? You have to be either dead or you have to appear dead. Is that gonna be a weird ending here?
と言いたいところだけど、
Oh,
それはもうしばらく預けておくわ。
また魔眼のユーザーが動き出した時のためにですか？
そうね。大勢のユーザーを探すには非効率だけど、たった一つのアーティファクトを奪うためなら、あなたの能力はとても役に立つ。だから預けておくわ。誰にも奪われないように気をつけなさい。
はい。
それとかける？
yeah.
あなたの能力、結局わからなくてイライラするわ。何か変わったことはないの？
Not a thing.
体のどこかにスティグマは？
Nope.
自分では確認できない場所かも。
I've had Miyako check. None.
あら、裸を見せ合うような関係だったの？
かけらか。
Sorry.
この程度のことでうろたえるなんて、まだまだお子様ね。あなたの能力を解明できなかったことが最大の心残りではあるけれど、いつまでも監視なんてしていられないしね。
I'm looking forward to you not popping in uninvited anymore.
寂しいくせに。
I look away and shrug my shoulders. Sophie hurms and rips a distorted hole in space.
それじゃ、お邪魔虫は消えるわね。
また会えますか？
もちろん、預けっぱなしにしておくつもりはないもの。そのアーティファクトを回収しに来るわ。いつか、必ずね。
Well, you know, if you're ever free, come by to hang out.
やっぱり寂しいんじゃない。
Shut up.
それじゃあね、さようなら。
また。
It's a bit longer episode today, but I feel like something's going to happen now, so Miyako waves warmly and Sophie waves back in suit as she disappears into the subspace rift. Or it's going to be an H scene where I will have to forcefully end it. Ta-ta for now, huh? But only for now. This isn't over yet.
預けておくか。
She pulls out the hair clip, the artifact, from her pocket and places it on the table. As long as Miyako and this hair accessory are bound together, things aren't over.
次会えるのはいつになるだろうね。
To be brutally honest, I hope we don't. Honestly, I was hoping she'd take this with her.
そうだね。私には過ぎた力かもしれないし。でも、
As long as you have it, you can stop the new evil eye user if need be.
今度は失敗したくない。誰も犠牲にしたくない。
Next time. I murmur, popping a tomato into my mouth. Miracle almost says nothing. Or almost says something, but decides against it, returning to her meal. I don't mean to come across as angry, but that's probably how she's taking it. Still, I can't force myself to smile. So we sit and eat in silence. Thank you for the meal.
もういいの？
Yeah, thanks. It was delicious.
食器そのままでいいよ。私が片付けるから。
Thanks. I'm going to get some fresh air. Stack up my dirty dishes, stand up, open the glass door, and step out onto the veranda. The breeze tonight feels great. It's getting warmer lately, so the early evening air feels nice and cool. But inside, I'm anything but cool. I still have that same doubt hanging over me. The artifacts remain in this world. The evil eye is out there. And Miyako is a user. She may be targeted again. If I at least had a power of my own. If only my power would reveal itself. Hell, where even is my artifact in the first place? If artifacts aren't going away, then I want the power to protect Miyako.
かけるくん、
I hear Miyako's voice. I grunt, turning around. Stay out for a little while longer. Before I notice Miyako has come to stand next to me.
怒ってる？
Huh? Oh, no, not really.
じゃあ、私のこと心配してくれてる？
Yeah, I am. When I admit it, Miyako breaks into a smile.
私ね、ずっと考えてたの。なんでかけるくんと仲違いしたのかなって。
You mean what happened in that alternate branch?
そうそう。多分だけどね。
Sure.
かけるくんにいいところ見せようとしたのかなって。
Hmm?
仲違いじゃなかったってこと。
She smiles again, bumping into me and wrapping her arm around mine.
多分ね、かけるくんの気持ちを知って、私じゃ釣り合わないって思ったんだと思う。
Why not?
火事の時、かなり衝撃だったの。ソラちゃんのために必死になって、ただのクラスメイトの私まで守ってくれて。この人すごいって心から思った。自覚はなかったけど、あの時にかけるくんのこと好きになってたんだと思う。
Really?
うん。だって、私の態度が変わり始めたの、あの頃からじゃない？
Huh. Come to think of it, this was around when she started cooking for me. She started talking more casually too.
かけるくんの気持ちを知って、自分の気持ちに気づいて、このままじゃダメだって思ったのかな。私、かけるくんのことを神格化しちゃってるから。
Hell of an exaggeration.
でもそうなの。だからね、私も頑張らなきゃって、それで暴走しちゃったのかな。かけるくんにいいところ見せようとして、一人で頑張って。結局何もできず、私は魔眼のユーザーに負けて、死んだ。わかる？
No, I don't.
私は、かけるくんと一緒じゃなきゃダメってこと。
Miyako takes my hand and squeezes it tight.
かけるくんと一緒だから、私は生きてる。かけるくんと一緒なら、これからも生きていける。かけるくんがいるから、私は大丈夫。いや、
Oh, sorry. I'm going to keep that promise. She smiles sweetly. As she holds my hand, my own grip naturally gets tighter.
アーティファクトの力も、残してもらってよかったと思う。使い方を間違えなければ、私を救ってくれると思うから。その使い方は、かけるくんが教えてくれる。かけるくんがいないと、私は間違えちゃうから。ね。
She smiles kindly, almost as if she's assuring me that she needs me, that I don't have to worry. Now I get it. If we're together, we've got nothing to fear. Let me promise one more time. No matter what, Miyako, I'll protect you.
守られちゃいます。これからも末永くよろしくお願いします。
Sure thing. Makes it sound like we're getting married. Oh, what's up?
本気にしちゃうから、そういう冗談やめてください。
I wasn't joking. But I'm secretly just out for your money.
ああ、そういうこと考える人だったんだ。お付き合い考えないとな。
Doesn't matter if you dump me, I ain't leaving. I did make a promise.
そうだね。約束してくれたもんね。
We stand out there on the veranda, hand in hand. Our fingers interlaced, hers warm and soft, mine a little calloused. Feeling each other's pulse, confirming each other's love.
ずっとあなたのそばにいさせてね。
Yeah, I'll never stop holding your hand, Miyako. A gentle breeze blows. It swirls around the both of us, ruffling our hair. My worries have not abated. My doubts still lingering in the corner of my mind. As long as the artifacts remain in this world, another incident is bound to occur. And when it does, Miyako will be there to deal with it. She might even be put into danger. Even so, we'll face forward. Not slowing down, not looking back. No matter what difficulties may be waiting for us down the road, we'll overcome them. Hand in hand. Together, we can do anything. Yep, I had a feeling. Okay. So, as usual, I'm going to be skipping this because of either copyrights or various things. So I'll be putting this on mute. So, yeah. So you should be able to hear me still. So at least I'll do it like this. So yeah, this. So yeah, I had a feeling something was going to happen or end because of the way they were wording it, or the way the pace was to the series, I should say. I wonder how I'm going to go now about this now. So obviously I'm going to go into episode 2 now. But I think I'm going to put it as a second category, a second playlist, I should say. So it doesn't clog the one playlist. Yeah, I think I might actually have tomorrow off. I think I'll get everything sorted, get everything ready, and then on the Monday coming, I will start everything up. What I normally do whenever I have these visual novels is I listen when the gallery is opened up. I take a look at the scene section. It allows me to know how many potential H scenes there are in the series. This one had 3. We've seen 2 H scenes, so I was quite confused. I was expecting another one now. There might be one after this, or there might be an extra part or extra story section after this. Not too sure. Because I know Cafe Stella and the Briefs Butterflies did that, or has that. Yeah, so well, I think what I'm going to do, actually no, I think I'm going to have another channel update for this, because I'll say it here as well. So coming Monday, I'll start this second episode, but I think I'll alternate that with Cafe Stella and Reaps Butterfly. I want to upload my previous episodes that were on my previous channel. With some minor editing, because I don't know. No, you know what? I gotta look over YouTube's policies again, because I don't want to get my channel removed again. But yeah, see if there's an epilogue. Don't know yet. Still credits. No, it might end here. So let's see what's here. And we're back. So this is CG Arts. So at the end of that's really surprising. Another H scene. They like to do that right at the end of the episodes, don't they? I gotta keep an eye. I gotta watch out for that. So yeah. So what happened? You probably didn't notice the preview before that. So as the credits had ended, there was a lot of moaning from Kujo. There was another H scene. So I had to obviously cut that out, and when it went all the way to the end. And near the end, I still couldn't add this in, but Kujo tried to use her power. And when she tried to use it, she noticed something odd. And it was on her left hand. It was her stigma. Her stigma was growing in size. I was quite surprised by that, because that to me that maybe means that her power is getting stronger, or something like that. So we don't know. And then right after that, the scene changed, but I think this was continuous, so I couldn't stop it or pause it because it was just straight away. It was the CG art of a girl looking over the city. What caught my mind instantly was a hood, the jersey, hooded jersey. So that way we know instantly that this is the other girl that was missing from the memories. And obviously I couldn't start pause this, so it was straight away, and I thought I might as well just add this right in the end. What's interesting is once this scene was going on, it changed over to another CG art of this. Two things that come into to show. Sorry about that. I'm pretty surprised by this myself. One is obviously a big stigma on her face. This means she's got extreme control over her powers, from what I can imagine. I don't think this is the evil eye user. I think the evil eye user is somebody else. That's quite interesting, I gotta say. And another thing that when I was doing this now, that came to mind was this. The smile. Doesn't it look familiar to you all? It's the type of smile Sophie likes to put on her face. I don't think it is her, but I mean, it's pretty funny how it is. But yeah. So we've got another character that might be shown in the next episode. I'm not too sure. Yeah. Okay. I hope, one thing I'm just hoping isn't that this is the evil eye user or that guy was the evil eye user. I just hope it isn't that simple. I want it to be some shocking element like my thoughts were about either Yoichi or Masanadase. It feels more natural, more better to me. Not natural, but better to me, but maybe I'm just hoping for something like that. I don't know. But yeah, there's going to be a slight break here, because if I want to click it again, it's going to show something I can't show YouTube, so hold on 1 second. Okay, this is what greeted me once I had finished all that. It's a nice picture of Kujo. And when I saw that 3 at the top right there, I thought, oh, is it going to be another new game on episode 1? But I went through all the gallery and made sure that I wasn't missing anything, and I had collected every single CG and scene. So this will be it for episode 1. So my thoughts on episode 1 or 9 as a whole. Shocked I guess is a good word, because like I went into this whole series without knowing much about it, obviously. I was going into this thinking it's a normal romance, comedy, slice of life, school life, visual novel. But yeah, that shifted quite quickly I should say. And when the first playthrough ended, I was really quite surprised by that as well. I didn't expect having to play it again with a different ending. Now it makes me wonder how it's going to go on now. Because one thing I do know is each episode kind of represents another goal. I think episode 2 is Sora's. And honestly, I hope we don't get into romancing Sora. I know some things do like to do the incest type thing. I'm really not into that type thing. As mentioned before, I'm not into silly characters that much. But Sora has grown on me as a character. And I feel like it's gonna disappear if that were to happen. I don't know, it just feels like it wouldn't be the same. I'm pretty sure it was Sora's. It was episode 2, Nimi Sora, or Sora Nimi, I think. I might be mistaken there, or it might be Noah. I can't remember which one it was next, but I'm pretty sure each episode represents a goal. And I think it's going to focus on them. But I'm not sure how that's going to go on to the story. Is it going to start right from the beginning again? And then just shift slightly again like I did on the second playthrough? Or will it start from the game completely different? I don't know how it's going to go. So I'm quite intrigued for it. I can't wait to see how it goes. So as I was saying during the credits, I'll be making other channel updates on how I'm going to progress about episode 2 and Cafestella. Please look out for that. And yeah, for now I think that will be it. It was quite a nice series, I gotta say. Something I didn't expect, but which is good. Started growing to like some of the characters. The scenes were surprising, but mediocre to me. Yeah. Nothing much else to say. I'm looking forward to episode 2. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me through this journey through episode 1. I hope you all enjoyed it as much as I did. And please let me know what your thoughts were on episode 1 and about the series itself. And yeah, I'll see you all next time.